Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some the big NASCAR news that dropped yesterday. Give my thoughts on that, and then go over all the times for the championship weekend. I haven't recapped any mini NASCAR reviews during the playoffs, but I guess I'll do the Xfinity and truck and Xfinity championships. I don't know about the Cup, we'll see. But I'll talk about some NBA news in this video as well. I just want to let you guys know, I'll do the Dodgers off-season video tomorrow. I want to just kind of give some thoughts on free agency with the Dodgers tomorrow, because I got some basketball games to recap today. Might focus more on that. But tomorrow I'll do a video with the Dodgers, just talk about what I want this off-season, just kind of give some thoughts on it. But yeah, let's get into this video. But I guess first, I'll go over, before I talk about all the fines and stuff from yesterday, we'll talk about the Phoenix schedule for this week. Thursday at 7 p.m., we'll have some truck practice. At 8 p.m., ARCA West practice the qualifying. Charlie Crawl will probably happy about that on a Thursday night. Get to watch him some ARCA. Then we'll get to Friday at 1:30 on Flow Racing. ARCA West, I believe the ARCA West Championship. Charlie Crawl was again probably be watching that pretty good. 4:05 p.m. on FS2, truck qualifying. 5:05 p.m. on USA Xfinity practice. 6:05 p.m. USA Cup practice. And at 8 p.m. the Truck Series Championship on FS1 at 8 p.m. I'm only going to be in the 60s on Friday. Saturday, 4 p.m. USA Xfinity qualifying. 5:05 on USA Cup qualifying, At 7 p.m. the CW pre-race, and at 7:30 on the CW, the Xfinity Series Championship. In the 70s, obviously no rain this weekend. On Sunday on NBC, 2 p.m. the pre-race, and then 3 p.m. the Cup Series Championship in the 70s, 0% chance of rain. I mean, I would like to see him. I care about NASCAR. I've been watching NASCAR for about, I think, like 15 years, 14, 15 years. But it's just kind of hard to care about the Cup Championship this year, because you got a guy who was eliminated in the round of 8, got added because Bowman got DQ'd, Joey Logano, and then Byron gets added because I guess Hendrick paid the big check. It's just kind of hard to care about the Cup Championship, to be honest. I care more about the Xfinity and Truck Championships. But I might watch. I don't know. But I will be for sure doing the Truck and Xfinity reviews for the championships. Yeah, but let's get into the big news from yesterday. To the big news, people wondering, what would the fallout be with the NASCAR penalties? Well, there's no drivers suspended, but Austin Dillon, Ross Chastain, and Bubba Wallace as crew chiefs, spotters, and competition directors have been suspended for Phoenix. The teams and drivers have been fined $100,000 and docked 50 points. I don't know, I just feel like this isn't enough. Like, I don't blame the drivers. Like, they're just doing what they're told. It's just, this is why we shouldn't have the playoff format. I said it in the, I guess, rant I did. I guess it was a rant, however you interpreted that video. That's why you can't play on some motorsports, because stuff like this is going to happen. You could have suspended the drivers. I guess this is a decent response, but these drivers aren't going to care about the money and the points. So, hell, they might even do it at Phoenix. They could if they want to. NASCAR has no control over their sport. And NASCAR also fined Chandler Smith $10,000 for slapping Cole Custer. And then they fined Ty Majeski $12.5K for missing the Chant 4 production/media day with broadcast partners. I think he was out voting, because he posted a picture on social media, I voted. I think he was out voting. Dude, that's kind of funny, a small slap and he got fined $10K. It was pretty bad. They fined him because it was probably really embarrassing, so. I think Majeski was voting, so. I mean, they could have fined Chandler more for that little girl slap he did. That was pitiful. I mean, yeah, those were some fines. Those suspended, the people suspended from all those suspensions: Chastain crew chief Phil Surgeon, the competition executive Tony Lunders, and the spotter Brandon McReynolds. Dillon's crew chief Justin Alexander, exec Keith Ron, and spotter Brandon Benesh. That's the second time he's been suspended this year. Wallace's crew chief Booty Barker, executive Dave Rogers, and spotter Freddie Kraft. Door bumper clear DBC co-host Freddie Kraft. It's kind of a lot of suspensions. Dude, Booty Barker isn't gonna have his last race as crew chief. I mean, that's the second time now Austin Dillon spotter's been suspended. I mean, he should get a longer suspension now. But of course, RCR would get in drama. They're gonna appeal. I think they're gonna appeal the penalties. Trackhouse Racing will also appeal the penalties as well. I mean, they can appeal all they want. They're not gonna win it. And RCR is like, oh, we're disappointed. They're always disappointed. Be real. I think all these appeals will be expedited and likely heard this week. Or 2311 at the time was going to appeal, but it turns out they're not going to. Yeah, just a new update. 2311 will not appeal its penalty. So yeah, I figured they would probably not appeal. But yeah, it's just, with my opinion, I just don't think it's enough of a penalty, really. Like, I didn't think this was probably the most likely scenario that was going to happen. There'd be fines and people would get suspended. I don't know. It's just not strong enough penalties because they'll do it again. Like, they can do this again. And I guess maybe suspending drivers is the only way to stop it, but I can't even blame the drivers. They're just doing what they're told. That's why we have to get rid of the playoffs. And NASCAR was never always like this. Like, it used to be much, much better than it is now. It's just the racing was better, and you didn't get the race manipulation like you got at the end. And the race was good. That's what I hate the most, because the race was actually good. So every time we have a good race, we have drama. And it's not a good thing when you have Elton Sawyer coming out like 30% of the races this year, probably more than that, just to give BS statements. I feel bad for people that are just now watching NASCAR this year. Oh, I don't know what NASCAR's going to do. I mean, they could do this at Phoenix and nothing would happen. And they don't. NASCAR doesn't care. It's entertaining to them. They don't care. It's just entertaining. So now we're moving to the NBA portion here to end it. So the NBA has suspended Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid for 3 games for an altercation shoving a columnist. I think I said that right. Not part of the nerd community. In a post-game locker room. I mean, good. Because the guy that wrote that column, I feel like it was out of line. Marcus Hayes, I think that's his name. I don't know. It just felt very out of line for Marcus Hayes. And this is not the first time Hayes has brought up the death of his brother. I think he brought something up. It was the death of his brother or something like that. I think that's basically what he said. He consistently points to the birth of his son Arthur as a major inflection point in his basketball career. Young says that he wants to be great to leave a legacy for the boy named after his little brother, who tragically died in an automobile accident when Embiid was in his first year as a Sixer. Well, in order to be great at your job, you first have to show up for work. Embiid has been great at just the opposite. He consistently has been in poor condition. The poor condition apparently seems to have delayed his season debut. I mean, they should suspend the media member too. And his suspension will span Wednesday versus Clippers, Friday versus the Lakers, and Sunday versus the Hornets. So his season debut will probably be in the NBA Cup opener against the Knicks on November 12th in Philadelphia. I don't know if he's going to play those games anyways, but he should have just punched the reporter in the nose. So San Antonio Spurs forward Jeremy, Sohan, is that how you say his name? Has suffered a fractured left thumb and is scheduled to have surgery this week. Sources tell ESPN he made a leap so far this season, averaging 15.4 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Damn, he was the second leading scorer and second leading rebounder of the team. And probably their best defender besides Wembanyama. So it's kind of... This definitely hurts him. Because he was probably... Maybe their second best player behind Wemby. That's kind of just my opinion with the Spurs. So, Shams Charania talked about Greg Popovich being out indefinitely after suffering a health issue Saturday, and Mitch Johnson will serve as interim head coach for now. And he said there's a great level of concern around the situation. So, I mean, praise for Popovich, man, coaching at 75 years old. I think he said he's going to coach till he can't anymore, and we might be getting to that point, man, where his career is winding down as a coach. I mean, just being honest. But hopefully he gets better APP as soon as possible. And then we have another injury to talk about. The Nuggets forward, Aaron Gordon, will miss multiple weeks due to a right calf strain, sources tell ESPN. There's going to be even more pressure on that Nuggets bench now. No Aaron Gordon for a few weeks. There's going to be even more pressure on their bench. And this is bad news for them. So he's going to be out multiple weeks. It could be 2. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 3 weeks. It could be more. It's just their downfall, man. They're just not going to have enough depth to beat teams. Now, the New York Knicks are signing shooter Matt Ryan, not the NFL player Matt Ryan. The former Laker legend Matt Ryan. The 6'7" wing shot 45.1% from three-point range last season for the Pelicans, also a Pelicans legend. Yeah, it's really, I guess, all I really have to say here for this video, ladies and gentlemen. So, until next time, have a lot. Peace.